Hello everyone and welcome to Pep Coding. I hope you all are extremely good. So today in this video we are going to discuss the solution of pattern 5, right? So in this pattern we are given an integer n, and for that integer we have to create a pattern of stars separated by tab spaces in this format, right? So you can see that this is like a filled diamond, right? So let's take this and observe how can we print this pattern. So this is our pattern. Firstly, let me identify the number of rows in this. So we can see that there are 5 rows in this. This means that the input for this would be 5. So whatever input is given to us, we have that much number of rows in our desired pattern, right? Next, we know that in order to move from each row, right? Firstly, we have to travel in the first row, and we want to print this. Next we have to go in this row and we want to print this. Next in this row we want to print something, right? So we want to go in each row from 1 to n. Here 5 is our n, right? So in order to move in each row, we can use one for loop. I hope you watched the videos of previous patterns, right? So we know that we have to use a for loop in order to move from first to n rows, right? So this for loop will go from 1 to n, right? Here we are writing n plus 1 because the upper range in range function is exclusive. So this loop will go from 1 to n. Now in this loop we have to do something in order to print these number of spaces and stars. Now we can see that in each row we have some spaces and then stars, right? Now we have to take care about only about these spaces which are before the stars, because when we print a new line after this, we automatically go to this line right here. We automatically go to here, right? So we don't need to take care about these spaces, right? So we only control these spaces, right? Now in each row we have to print some spaces and some stars. Now we want something who will tell us that how much spaces and how much stars are required in our each row, right? So we are in the first row. Now we need something who will tell us the number of spaces we have to print and the number of stars we have to print, right? So we can use two variables here, say a space variable and a star variable, right? Now these two variables will tell us how much spaces are to be printed and how much stars are to be printed in order to get the desired pattern, right? Now we can see that. Now let first we count the number of spaces and the number of stars in each row. Here let me write the row. Now row is specified by the value of I, right? If the value of I is 1, this means that we are here in the first row. If the value of I is 2, this means that we are here in the second row, right? So when the value of I is 1, we have 2 spaces here and 1 star here. When the value of I is 2, we have 1 space and 3 stars. Value of I is 3, we have 5 stars only. We have no 0 space, right? Next we are in the fourth row. We have 1 space and 3 stars. Next we have in the fifth row. We have 2 spaces and 1 star, right? So let's observe this pattern, right? So now this space variable will tell us that we have to print two spaces here in the first row, and then this star variable will tell us that we have to print 1 star here, right? So firstly we have to initialize these variables, right? So we can initialize them with the values present in the first row, right? Firstly the value of I is 1, so we have to initialize these two variables with the values as present in the first row, right? So firstly the value of space variable is 2 here and the value of star is 1 here, right? So if I draw this pattern for n is equal to 3, it would be something like this, right? Here these are the spaces is equal to 3. Let me use blue color here, right? So here the value of space variable will be 1. The value of star variable will be 1. So we can see that the value of star variable initially will always be 1, right? We have to generalize this space variable. Now here when the value of n is 5, we have the value of space variable initially as 2. So we know that n by 2, that is 5 by 2 is 2. Similarly, if we divide it with if we get the integer answer of this, right? Similarly, when we divide 3 by 2, we get 1 here. So we get 1 here, we get 2 here, right? So we can generalize the initialization of space variable with n by 2, right? So next, here we can observe that firstly the value of spaces is decreasing by 1, then after a certain point it is increasing by 1. Similarly, the value of star variable is firstly decreasing by 2, then after a certain point it started, firstly it is increasing by 2, firstly it is 1, then plus 2 3. After a certain point the value of star variable started decreasing by 2, right? Now we have to find this point, right? Now if we have to find at which point the value started increasing or decreasing, we can use the value of I here, right? The row at which it is present, right? So we can see that when the value of I is one or 2, the space is decreasing, the stars are increasing. So we can write that when the value of I is less than equal to 2 here, right? Now 2 can be written as n by 2 here, 5 by 2, right? 5 is what n, so we can write n by 2 here. And after, when the value of I is greater than n by 2, the spaces started increasing, the stars started decreasing, right? So let's have a look on this code. Firstly, we will iterate from 1 to n, right? Now we need two variables, but firstly when we move from 1 to 2, right, when we move from first to the second row, we want a new space. So let me add a new space here, new line, sorry, let me add a new line here, right? Next we want two variables, right, star variable and space variable. So we have initialized the star variables with 1 and we have initialized the space variable with n by 2. Now we are using this symbol here because in Python when we are using n by 2 like this, we get the actual division result, right? So when we divide 5 by 2, we will get 2.5 here, right? So we are using this symbol, this will give us the integer result, right? So this will give us 2 and that is what we want, 2 spaces in the first row, right? So that's why we are using this symbol, right? Now we saw in the pattern that when when the value of I is less than or equal to n by 2, right? Here we saw that when the value of I is less than or equal to n by 2, that is 2, the spaces are decreasing by 1 and the stars are increasing by 2. So let me decrease the spaces by 1 and let me increase the spaces by 1 and stars by 2, right? Else when the value of I becomes greater than n by 2, the spaces started increasing by 1 and stars got started decreasing by 2, right? So let me print these two variables here and check the output, right? Firstly let me print spaces, next let me print the stars, right? So let's check the output of this. So in the first row we are getting 2 spaces 1 stars. Yes, we want 2 spaces 1 stars here. One in the next row we have 1 space 3 stars. Yes, we want 1 space 3 stars here. Next we have 0 space 5 stars, 0 space 5 stars, 1 space 3 stars, 1 space 3 stars, 2 space 1 stars, 2 space 1 star. So we are getting the correct value of spaces and stars variable, right? Now we don't want these values in our pattern. We want what we want, sp spaces and st stars. Now if we want some values repeatedly, then we have to use for loop, right? So let me use a for loop here in order to print the number of spaces as specified by the space variable. So this loop will do what? This loop will print this number of spaces as specified by this space variable, right? Next we want the number of stars specified by the star variable. So we have to use another for loop in order to print the number of stars as specified by the st variable. So this for loop will print us the number of stars as specified by our st variable. So here let me print star, and after star we want some tab space, as there is a some tab space in between two stars. So we'll add \t here, right? So let's check the output. So we are getting the expected output. Let's try to submit this code. So our code gets submitted, right? So again we are doing what? That we are controlling these two variables, right? Firstly we have to decide at what values of stars and spaces are starting from in this pattern, right? So we have to observe the first row of the pattern, right? Next we are iterating in row to row, right? In each row we are printing the spaces as specified by our space variable. Next we are printing the stars as specified by our star variable. Next we are checking that if the value of row is less than n by 2, the spaces are decreasing and stars are increasing. After that the spaces started increasing, the stars started decreasing, right? After that we are printing a new line in order to move to the next line, right? So we are only controlling these two variables. Firstly we are deciding their initialization, after that we are checking their updation. So we have to observe the given pattern in order to find out at what values of spaces are increasing or decreasing, and what value by what values the stars are increasing or decreasing. So here in this pattern we notice that the spaces are decreasing at a certain point, and after that the spaces started increasing and stars are decreasing uh, up to a certain point, and after that the stars started decreasing, right? So we find that certain point and we'll put here, and we are getting our desired pattern, right? So I hope the pattern is clear to you. You can try more such kind of patterns on your own, where you only have to control these two variables, right? That is the variables that is telling us the value of stars and spaces required in each row, right? So if you like the content and if you understand the pattern completely, then give a like to this video. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.